What is up, people? क्या हाल चाल? Welcome to the another new live stream. ऐसे ही रिमूव कर दो भाई, कोई ऐसे परेशान हो। क्या क्या आ रहा है भाई? आज आज बहुत कुछ आ रहा है भाई। बोल। हाँ बोलन सर। जो देख रहा है भाई, याद से लाइक कर जरूर कर देना भाई, फटाफट से लाइक करना। Current better at 0. Okay, no problem. No problema. कब तक खुलेगा किसी को पता है आइडिया? कब तक खुलने वाला है गेम? तो सर्वर मेंटेनेंस तो है। हैप्पी बर्थडे छेदी, थैंक यू ब्रदर, बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा शुक्रिया भाई। Where is my overlay bro? साला কে আসবে দেখা যাক। फिर से लाइव चैट ट्रांसलेट ऑन हो गया भाई। কি আসবে আজ? এইটা দেখ, এখান থেকে এইটা কনফার্ম হচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে? এটা কনফার্ম যে একটা প্লেয়ার যে শো টাইম সই করতে পারি, আর শো টাইমের মধ্যে দেখাচ্ছি কি কি আসবে। শো টাইমে দিস ইজ কনফার্ম, ঠিক আছে? এই তিনটা আসছে, আর বাদ বাকি কি আসছে এখনো কনফার্ম হয়নি। এবার এপিক দেবে কিনা, ফ্রিতে কিছু পাবো কি? ইয়েস ব্রাদার, ফ্রিতে তো এই তিনটে কনফার্ম আছে। আওয়াজ ঠিকঠাক আসছে না? আওয়াজ ঠিকঠাক আসছে তো? जो देख रहा है भाई, लाइक कर देना फटाफट से स्ट्रीम को। भाई ये तीन पूरा कंफर्म में आने वाला। अभी रेटिंग फर्स्ट नहीं हुआ है, ठीक फिक्स नहीं हुआ, फर्स्ट नहीं हुआ, रेटिंग फिक्स नहीं है, पर ये तीनों तो कंफर्म है, ये तीनों आने वाले हैं। अभी देखते हैं, बाकी का तो कोनामी के ऊपर है भाई, क्या क्या ही देते हैं भाई। पर ये ऐसे रिमूव कर दो भाई प्लीज, और गेम ठीक कर दो थोड़ा, मतलब डिफेंस थोड़ा 25 जैसा कर दो भाई, 25 जैसा प्लीज कोनामी। ये भाई ये ऐसी प्लेयर रिमूव करो भाई यार। भाई कब तक खुलेगा, किसी को आइडिया है कब तक खुलेगा ये गेम? और कुछ नया अपडेट आया क्या? मीट क्या 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 कमेंट है भाई? मीट 11 स्टैंड आउट प्लेयर फॉर लीग अराउंड द हु बिल्ट आउट दिस वीक थिंक यू नो द टॉप वोटेड प्लेयर कमिंग एज शो टाइम। टॉप वोटेड प्लेयर मत एरियल फोर्ट रोंगलिस टैकल विजनरी पास और एज क्रॉसिंग। भाई मैं तो लूंगा भाई, डिलाइट लूंगा भाई। देखो भाई, मैं तो कहता हूँ भाई जिसको डिफेंसिव में प्रॉब्लम है डिलाइट ले लो भाई। आग बंद करके ले रहा, उसका रेटिंग भी अच्छा है भाई, अच्छा खेलेगा भाई। डिलाइट ले लो, डिलाइट तो बढ़िया रहेगा। भाई जो जो देख रहा है लाइक जरूर कर देना स्ट्रीम को। कब तक खुलेगा भाई? मैच्योरेटेड इशू। अब ये अभी तक इस पे हटा रहे भाई, आप वेबसाइट से भाई। वेबसाइट से अभी तक नहीं हटा भाई। भाई भाई लाइसेंस करवा लो भाई माद्रिद के साथ। लाइसेंस ही नहीं करवाते हराम जादे साले। एफसी बार्सिलोना, इसके एफसी बार्सिलोना ऑफिशियल इसलिए शायद नहीं कराते ना। पर ये देखो, एक तो ये राइवलरी भी तो, ये राइवलरी भी तो है, ये राइवलरी भी तो है भाई। इसको इसको भी तो किया तुम लोगों ने दोनों एक साथ, एसी भी और इंटर को। तो भाई तुम बारसा और रियल को क्यों नहीं कर सकते? रियल कर लो भाई। भाई इसका अभी तक है। जो जो देख रहे हैं मेक श्योर लाइक जरूर कर देना भाई स्ट्रीम को। एक तो हैंडशॉट ये बंद करो पहले, नोटिफिकेशन साला। एक ही फोन से यूज करता, नोटिफिकेशन आता है 1001। ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन स्क्रीन कर दो। एक बात बताओ, इसका क्या दिक्कत हो रहा है भाई? हेलो, मीडिया कैप्चर का क्या दिक्कत है? during the maintenance. क्या दिक्कत है इसमें? बार बार ऑफ ही हो जा रहा है भाई ये मीडिया कांडू। क्या दिक्कत, क्या दिक्कत है रे? क्या दिक्कत है भाई तुम्हें? हैं? क्या दिक्कत है रे? क्या दिक्कत है? कब तक खोलेगा ये गेम? भाई दूसरा कुछ खेल ले क्या? ये खेल लेते भाई। तुर्रुतुतु, तुर्रुतुतु। सब स्केलेटन का है। ओए हाय 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 हाय। ये एक्सेल सिनारी है भाई। क्या करा जा सकता है भाई, अभी तो नहीं चलता तो भाई इसका वैसे भाई ये भाई जो देख रहा है लाइक जरूर कर देना स्ट्रीम को। भाई फटाफट से लाइक करो जाके भाई, जो लाइक नहीं किया जल्दी से लाइक करो। ब्रो कब तक ये गेम खुलेगा? कब तक खुलेगा भाई ये गेम? Good morning, corporate employee on the chat, brother. OP in the chat, corporate for corporate employee. भाई क्या क्या बोल रहा हूँ, ब्ला कर रहा हूँ भाई. अरे 10 लाख लूटता. टाइम कब तक है भाई? 1:30 बजे लग जाएंगे भाई. आज तो मेरे को लग तो रहा है कि आज 1:30-2 बजे हो जाएगा भाई खुलने में. विक्स की गोली लो, खिच खिच दूर करो. अरे खिच खिच थोड़ी है. और कर रहा था. और अरे वो ये तो ना सेंटर फेस कैसे जीप लपलपाई करके हो गया. सेंटर फेस कैसे जीप लपलपाई. Where is the chance the Viera card will come today? हाँ हो सकता है पर वो 3 कंफर्म है अभी तो. एलपी लेवल खा मे बी यस मे बी नॉट. कोई ना अभी कोनामी का कुछ भरोसा नहीं. कोनामी क्या ही कर दे. गंडमन जैसा हो तक आएगा ये? कुछ अपडेट आया क्या? कुछ अपडेट आया? और कुछ अपडेट आया नहीं आया ना? और कुछ अपडेट? कुछ देखो भाई, ये देखो, ये कंफर्म है, ठीक है? ये पूरा कंफर्म है, तुम्हें एक 100 टाइम मिलेगा इधर से, ठीक है? 105 कंफर्म है, उसका रेटिंग 105 होगा भाई। तीन चारों का तो कोई ना कोई तो 105 सबका 105 या 105 के ऊपर होगा। ये तीनों कंफर्म है और एक होने वाला है, वो अभी तक कंफर्म हुआ नहीं है। ब्रो 12 बजे से लाइव में आना था। मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ कि 12 बजे से लाइव में आना था। बहुत जल्दी आ गया मैं। 1-2 बजे तक मेरे को वैसे ही खाली बैठना है भाई, मेरे को लग तो रहा है। भाई थोड़ा 1 घंटा सो लेता भाई मैं कल, भाई रात को नींद अच्छी नहीं हुई भाई, चेस्ट मारा, दर्द कर रहा है भाई। 1-2 घंटे और सोना चाहिए था भाई। तू कौन सा लेने वाला है? Bro, after Costa Curta and Dixon, Konami has not provide any free or short-time defense fullback. Why is this? Most of the fullback that come nowadays are the attacking fullback. Why? देखो, ज्यादातर फुल बैक्स ना भाई, जो बॉक्स ड्रॉ में देते हैं वही सारे ज्यादातर फुल बैक मतलब डिफेंसिव ही होते हैं। और ज्यादा मतलब अभी तो देखो, अभी के टाइम पे डिफेंसिव फुल बैक भी बहुत ही कम ही होता है, ठीक है? अभी तो ज्यादा तुम भाई ज्यादातर फुल बैक देखोगे ना भाई, सारे अटैकिंग होते हैं, ज्यादातर अटैकिंग फुल बैक होते हैं। और जो मालदीनी ये सब वगैरह, जो मालदीनी कोस्टा कुर्ता भाई, उसके बाद तो मतलब डिफेंसिव फुलबैक दिखे ही नहीं। फुटबॉल आईआरएल भी बात कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है? जितना भी तुम अभी तो लेटेस्ट तुम जितना भी देखते हो भाई, डैनी कार्वाहाल और तुम्हारा आर्नोल्ड, जितने भी देखते हो भाई, तुम्हारा ब्रायन म्यू का डेविड्स देख लो, ठीक है? ज्यादातर ज्यादातर अटैकिंग खेलते हैं भाई, ज्यादातर ओवरलैप ही करते हैं। जितने भी तुम नूनो मेंडेस देख लो भाई, अभी तो रिसेंटली सबसे बढ़िया भी है भाई। नूनो मेंडेस देख लो भाई, वो भी भाई अटैकिंग है। अभी तो ज्यादातर तुम्हें अटैकिंग करते ही दिखेंगे, अभी तो होता ही इसलिए भाई। कोनामी कहाँ से दे दे, उन लोगों का प्ले स्टाइल ही अटैकिंग है, तो कहाँ से डिफेंसिव दे दे, वो भी तो देखो भाई तुम। मैं भी चेस्ट मारा था भाई, तुम बहन चो गांड मराओ। तुमको बोला मेरे साथ कर लो चूतिए, जिम। मैं तो सुबह जाता हूँ भाई। हाँ वो तो पता ही है, पर तेरे को तो उसके बाद एक बात बता, गांडू सुबह जाता है वो सब तो ठीक है, मेरे को पता है तू, तेरे को रात में नहीं होता। पर एक भी चीज़ बात ले, जो तू जो ये वर्कआउट करता है ना, तेरे बॉडी को रेस्ट भी चाहिए होता है, तू साला तो रेस्ट होता है नहीं है। उसके बाद चला जाता है ऑफिस, ठीक है? कहाँ से तेरा बॉडी डेवलप करेगा गांडू? ऊपर से मसल लॉस होगा। भाई मेरा भाई कितने मसल ग्रो कर रहा है भाई, देख भाई अच्छे से, अच्छे से देखो भाई, ये सब देखो भाई, ओहो, क्या ग्रो करता है भाई। तेरे को रेस्ट चाहिए होता है मसल को भाई, जब तू मसल जाके ब्रेक करता है ना, उसके बाद रेस्ट चाहिए होता है ना, जो उसके बाद तू ऑफिस में आके सो लेता हूँ थोड़ा। अच्छा लवड़े, तुमको भाई तुम्हारा बॉस निकाल देगा भाई ऑफिस से, ठीक है ना गांडू? ऑफिस में आके सो जाता हूँ। मेरा वॉइस ओके आ रहा है? नहीं है क्रैक 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 नहीं हो रहा ना? वॉइस ओके है ना अभी? भाई जो देख रहा है मेक श्योर लाइक ज़रूर कर देना स्ट्रीम को, और जो नहीं हो सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कर देना भाई, याद से करो भाई, दबा के करो भाई। कुछ तो अपडेट भी नहीं आ रहा इधर भी, इधर भी कुछ तो अपडेट नहीं आया अभी तक ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट पे भी। भाई कितने सारे ई ई बेसबॉल एमएल प्रो स्पीड भाई, हाँ क्या क्या है भाई। लेट्स प्ले ए फुटबॉल। भाई ये रिमूव कर दो ना भाई, ये स्मार्ट ऐसी इस बहन का लोरा रिमूव कर दो भाई। ये क्यों रिमूव नहीं करते? इंस्टाग्राम हैव नो अपडेट्स ब्रो। क्या ही बोलूं मैं। ई फुटबॉल हब देखते हैं ना, ई फुटबॉल हब, ई फुटबॉल हब, हब का है हब। ई फुटबॉल हब 7 मई को। अच्छा ये देखा ही नहीं मैंने भाई, ये सब तो कार्ड मैंने देखा ही नहीं है। 12 এর থেকে ভালো একটু ঘুমিয়ে নিতি, ওটাই তো ভাই, এর থেকে ভালো একটু ঘুমিয়ে নিতাম ভাই, এর থেকে ভালো আর একটু ঘুমিয়ে নিতাম ভাই, কাজে তো। সাইন ইন গুগল, গুগল, গুগল। ভাই কি কি নিবি ওখান থেকে তুই? ভাই চোখ বন্ধ করে ডিলাইটটা তুলে নিবি, তোর তো সিবি চাই, সিবির প্রবলেম তোর। চোখ বন্ধ করে ডিলাইট তুলে নিবি ভাই। भाई न्यू प्लेयर कहाँ से दिखता है? पैक्स, अप्रैल का पैक है, न्यू पैक तो अभी तक मतलब आया, अभी तो देगा भी नहीं भाई इधर। कॉन्फ्यूज्ड, कॉन्फ्यूजर किया আছে? एक भाई तेरे को तो चाहिए, तेरे को तो थोड़ा मतलब हाइटेड वाला डिफेंस चाहिए ना, थोड़ा ये ले लो भाई, ये ले लो, ये जो तुम्हें दिखाएगा ना ये ले लो। डिलाइट भाई, डिलाइट ले लो भाई आग बंद करके। ये हाइटेड नहीं है उतना, डिलाइट भाई उससे ज़्यादा बढ़िया है भाई, अच्छा खेलेगा डिलाइट, मैं तो बोलता हूँ भाई, हमेशा मेरे रिवाइव से लेना भाई। मैं जिस जिस पैक में गया अब तक भाई बुरा नहीं खेला भाई, वो प्लेयर्स मैं जिसके पीछे भी गया है। क्या फुटबॉल आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं सच में? पिन कर दो भाई, पिन कर दो इसको। गेट प्रो से क्या होगा भाई? अच्छा ये एड्स नहीं आएंगे ना, ये एड्स नहीं आएंगे गेट प्रो पे। क्या था डीला, क्या 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 स्पेलिंग था इसका? एकदम क्या था इसका स्पेलिंग? डीलूट का स्पेलिंग क्या था? डीलूट का क्या? डीलूट, एम डीलूट ना, एम डीलूट, एम डॉट डी लाइट। नहीं क्यों नहीं आते हो भाई? एम डॉट, भला इधर सजेशन में नहीं आ रहा भाई। What the fuck is this bro? अबे यही तो है। अबे यार ये ऐसे आ रहा है भाई, सिर्फ डे लाइट। इसका नॉर्मल कार्ड देखते कितना देता है। ये सबसे बढ़िया कार्ड लग रहा है, 83 85 85। इसका कितना था? 85। भाई ये बिना इसका है भाई। बिल्ड अप सीवी। मैं तो सिमन इंजागी से खेलता हूँ। इंजागी, वेयर इज फकिंग इंजागी? सिंगल बूस्टेड है। अब इसका लेवल कहाँ से देखो? क्या भाई 100 का मिलेगा? भाई नॉर्मल कार्ड का देखो भाई, नॉर्मल कार्ड का देखो। नॉर्मल कार्ड का भी भालो ना डिलेक्ट। अरे এটা তো নরমাল, দিস ইজ নরমাল ব্রো, এটা তো নরমাল কার্ড। তো 100 সিবি ভাই, তুই বুস্ট পাচ্ছিস, তোকে যদি এখানে বুস্টার দেওয়া হয় ঠিক আছে, ডিফেন্ডিং +3 ঠিক আছে, তুই তার সাথে দিচ্ছিস শাটডাউন। হোয়ার ইজ ফাকিং শাটডাউন? এখানে যদি শাটডাউন দিচ্ছিস ঠিক আছে, নর্মাল 103 এর কার্ড ওপেন হয়ে গেছে। নো ব্রো। भाई कॉर्पोरेट मजदूर ऑन चैट, सम्राट कॉर्पोरेट मजदूर ऑन चैट। ओके ब्रो, गॉट इट, यस। ये तो नॉर्मल कार्ड है जो सिलेक्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में मिलता है भाई। ठीक है, इससे देख, इससे तो अभी 100 टाइम तो बढ़िया देता है भाई, 100 टाइम का कार्ड बहुत बढ़िया होता है भाई। ज़्यादातर क्या ही होता है, ज़्यादातर रीबिल्डिंग होता है शायद, मेरे को ज़्यादातर डिफेंसिव पता है, रीबिल्ड होता है। अभी तू थोड़ा मतलब टेक्निक, स्ट्राइकर इंस्टिंक्ट, शटडाउन, डुएलिंग का आ गया। डी डी, वेयर इज डी? डिफेंडिंग, डुएलिंग +3। अगर डुएलिंग भी देगे ना भाई, अगर तू ये सब कम करके थोड़ा मतलब कम करके थोड़ा स्पीड वीड बढ़ा के भाई बढ़िया खेलेगा भाई। टैकलिंग देख भाई 100 हो जाएगा। नॉर्मल कार्ड बोल रही है तभी भी कुछ नहीं है भाई 103। और तो 105 आएगा डिलाइट का कार्ड। भाई 116 का जीके भाई ये देखा मैंने बहुत बार देख लिया भाई इसको। भाई हैकर किसका हैकर? कौन सी बात का हैकर? ओपन। हाँ ट्राई करता हूँ। 12:30। ওকে, কনফার্ম কি 12:30 ওপেন হচ্ছে? भाई कुछ भी होता है सबसे पहले ट्विटर में आता है, ये पता है ना। ई फुटबॉल का ट्विटर चेक करता होगा। क्या भाई? गेम ओवर। भाई क्या ही बोलूँ मैं, गेम ओवर ही है। सारा 12 बजे ओपन होने वाला है, अभी कितने बज रहे हैं? 12:11 बज रहे हैं भाई, 12:11। 12 का 11 बज चुका है। जो जो देख रहे हैं भाई, मेक श्योर लाइक और सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कर देना चैनल को। भाई 5 लोग दिख रहे हैं भाई, 5 के 5 जरूर भाई लाइक कर देना स्ट्रीम को। ई फुटबॉल स्क्रिप्ट फुटबॉल लाइक सरप्राइज कर देना और एक मुट्ठी मार लेना सर। मुट्ठी मारना है भाई, मुट्ठी मुट्ठी ऐसे मुट्ठी मारना है। भाई कुछ नहीं आया भाई ट्विटर पे अभी तक। ट्विटर पे भी कुछ अपडेट नहीं है। साइन इन क्यों मांगते हो बहन के लौड़े। भाई मेरे पास अकाउंट अच्छे, एक बात बता भाई, प्रभु मतलब यूजर नेम कैसे देते हैं इधर ट्विटर में। आई এম ডিভিশন, আমি ডিভিশন 10 এ আছি। শালা তো ডিভিশনেই নেই, তুই ডিভিশন 10 কেন? তুই শালা বিজিএমআই খেলবি তো ডিভিশন 10 এও থাকবি না দাদা। ভালো কি ভালো করে দেখ, ভালো করে কি দেখার কি আছে? সম্রাট বোকা, সম্রাট বোকা ছেলেই সব জানি না। বিজিএমআই লাভ এখন 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 তোর বিজিএমআই লাভ হয়ে গেছে ধো বুঝেছি, ধো বাজে বাজে ছেলে। মোটো পাগলু সম্রাট ভাই, ওকে মোটোতে ট্যাগ করে করে পাগল করে দাও হারামজাদা মোটো। ভাই দেখ সম্রাট পার্সোনাল চলে গেছে ভাই, মোটো নিয়ে কথা উঠে গেছে ভাই, পার্সোনাল চলে গেছে। भाई ये पर्सनल जा रहा है। इसका कारण इसका कारण मत लिखो बे। इसका कारण ये मत लिखो बे। साला ऊपर से ऑर्डर आ जाएगा। ठीक है ना, ऊपर से ऑर्डर आ जाएगा। বড়া স্টার দিয়ে বলার কি আছে? ভয় পাস নাকি? তোকে জেলে ঢোকাবে না ভাই। लोल भाई। रियल मैड्रिड स्टार, ये देखा क्या? रियल मैड्रिड स्टार जोसे मोरिनो कंफर्म हो गया है भाई रियल मैड्रिड। बस विनी को निकाल दो भाई, विनी को निकाल दो। विनी को निकाल दो भाई। विनी को निकालो भाई सबसे पहले। इसके बाद कहीं पर भी नहीं आ रहा है भाई, किधर भी कंफर्मेशन नहीं है। इसका इसका कुछ देखते हैं भाई ट्विटर सारे। हाँ देखे ची देखी ची, यस। भाई मैं तो बोलता हूँ भाई विनी को निकालो सबसे पहले। लेफ्ट विंग भाई, लेफ्ट विंग में भाई एम्बापे का पुट करो, एक बढ़िया नंबर 9 लाओ भाई, जो गोल कर सके, हलंड जैसा बॉक्स प्लेयर हो भाई। एक परफेक्ट नंबर 9 चाहिए, क्योंकि नंबर 9 से बढ़िया भाई एम्बापे लेफ्ट विंग खेलता है भाई। वो क्रिएट करता है ना नीचे जाके, थोड़ा जैसे लेफ्ट विंग खेलते, थोड़ा नीचे जाके बॉल होल्ड करके, थोड़ा बॉल प्ले मेकिंग करके, कट करके अंदर जाता है पूरा भाई। पूरा एकदम एम्बापे बढ़िया खेलता है ये वाला। विनीसियस से तो अभी तो मेरे को साला फरहान टोरेस ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है साला। ये कम से कम तो गोल तो करता है। कम से कम गोल तो करता है फरहान टोरेस। साला विनीसियस गोल ही नहीं करता। क्या बकचोद है भाई विनीसियस। साला ईगो भर के रखा है ज्यादा। विनी के सॉरी एम्बापे और एम्बापे जाएगा हैरी केन के दरकार। हैरी মনে হয় না আসবে, ঠিক আছে। রাইট, যদি এরকম, কারণ এমবাপে সালা খেলতে খেলতে নিজে হারামজাদা এমবাপে বাদিকে ঢুকে যায় বিনির জায়গায়। नियो फुल टीम निकाल दो भाई। फुल टीम निकाल देगा तो खेलेगा कौन? तू मैं उतरेंगे क्या? सब कुछ बढ़िया है भाई, एक प्रॉपर अच्छा भाई, ये राहुल एसेंसियो की जगह कोई अच्छा ले आओ भाई डिफेंस में, ठीक है। আসবে না, বাট কেনের মতন সিএফ, হ্যাঁ কেনের মতন সিএফ দরকার, বা হাল্যান্ডের মতন সিএফ দরকার। আর কুচা কভারেজ স্কেলিয়া তো ড্রিম নাকি রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ খেলা, ঠিক আছে। দেখ এবার তো পিএসজি আবার চ্যাম্পিয়ন, ঠিক আছে, পিএসজি আবার চ্যাম্পিয়ন হবে, পিএসজি কে ধরতে পারবে না আর্সেনাল। পিএসজি চ্যাম্পিয়ন ভাই, পিএসজি যা খেলছে, আর কুচা কাভেসকা ডেমবেলে যা খেলছে, তার মধ্যে ডেসরে ডু ওপরে তিনজন ভাই সেই খেলছে। ঠিক আছে, পিএসজি আবার চ্যাম্পিয়ন, এটা কনফার্ম ইউসিএল। কিন্তু হ্যাঁ, রিয়াল মাদ্রিদকে যদি কামব্যাক দরকার হয়, জোসে মরিনো আসছে, ঠিক আছে, এটা বড় কথা না। ওল্ড ওল্ড টিম এখনো ম্যাচ উইন করে দেবে। আরে ওল্ড টিমের কথা আর বলিস না ভাই, দুঃখ, দুঃখ। আর্সেনাল গান মারা ক্লাব হয়ে যায়। ভাই ভালো খেলে ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু সেই গিয়ে ভাই একই গান মারা ভাই। আর যদি ভাই মিরাকেল হয়ে গেল, পিএ আর্সেনাল হেভি খেলে দিল ভাই, বোকায়ো সাকা ভাই ফুল, বোকায়ো সাকা সবাইকে নিয়ে চলে যাচ্ছে ভাই, একাই কাটিয়ে 10-12টা গোল। ভাই গানার্স একটা এখনো পর্যন্ত কিছু জেতেনি ভাই, তুই ভাবতে পারছিস? কোন একটা কাপ জেতেনি ভাই। হাউ দিস পসিবল? ছোট ছোট ক্লাব জিতে, নিউক্যাসল নিউক্যাসল এরা জিতেছে ভাই। আর্সেনালের মতন এত বড় টিম, সে নাকি এখনো কাপ জেতেনি। এসব বাদ দে, 1 মাস পর আবার ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ ইস ফেস্টিভ্যাল ইজ ব্যাক। ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ ফেস্টিভ্যাল ইজ ব্যাক ব্রো। कुछ तो आ जाओ भाई, कुछ तो अपडेट आ जाओ। कुछ अपडेट नहीं आ रहा है अभी तक ना, गेम खोल रहा है भाई। भाई कुछ खाना लेके आता हूँ, रुको भाई, भूख लग गई। গেম ওপেন করে দেখ খুললো নাকি। হ্যাঁ দেখছি দেখছি দাঁড়া। नहीं भाई अब तक नहीं ओपन हुआ है। मेरे को लगता है नहीं इतनी जल्दी ओपन होने वाला है। मेरे को 1 घंटे बात करनी स्ट्रीम। एक खाएगा हाई प्रोटीन मील oats with 2 bananas, प्रोटीन oats with 2 bananas and थोड़ी 4-5 आमंड के साथ भाई हाई प्रोटीन मीट्स ओल हाई प्रोटीन ओट्स मील ब्र। अभी भी है सर्वर मेंटेनेंस। साला एआई से कहीं पूछूं मैं। बच कितना रहा है भाई। 10:32 हो गया भाई। 10:32 बोले 12:30। भाई कन्फर्म न्यूज़ है ठीक है। कन्फर्म न्यूज़ है। मालदीनी कहने बारो आ रहा है भाई। भाई दिस इज कन्फर्म। भाई ई फुटबॉल इंस्टॉल करके रखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है, ये तो जल्द जाता है, ये आ रहा है। भाई मालदीनी चाहिए मेरे को इधर से। भाई ये कंफर्म है। ये सब के सब कंफर्म है, ये भी कंफर्म है भाई। কত রেটেড হবে, কত 107 ওয়াট হবে। আর কেন 12টা 108 কি 109 হবে। ये तो कंफर्म है। गेम ओपन नहीं है, गेम ओपन हुआ नहीं है अभी तक, बट ये दोनों कंफर्म है। ये 2 पैक कंफर्म हो गया है। ये 2 पैक कंफर्म है, आएगा। ये शायद 103 है ना, ये शायद 108 समथिंग बूस्ट होगा या 109 बूस्ट होगा। और मालदीनी शायद 106 या 107 बूस्ट होगा। फिर मैं तो मालदीनी के लिए जाऊंगा भाई, नया वाला मालदीनी चाहिए मेरे को। मेरा कुछ नहीं अपडेट आया क्या। हैप्पी बर्थडे, थैंक यू बुम्बादा, बुम्बादा थैंक यू। বুম্বাদা তুমি শুনলাম ক্রুয়ে পুরে পেয়েছো, আমাদের দাঁড়ানোর জন্য এত লাখ কোথা দিয়ে নিয়ে আসো, আমাদের তো লাগে না। भाई चैट बुम्बादा ओपी इन द चैट कर दो भाइयों। হ্যাঁ সেদিন বললাম তো, হ্যাঁ আজকে স্ট্রিমে ওর জন্য রিভিল করছি, তুমি ক্রুয়ে পুরে পেয়েছো আজকে। মালদিনী ক্যানেবারও আসছে, ড্যানিয়েল ডি রোসি আসছে, ড্যানিয়েল ডি রোসি। হেরে গেলাম বুম্বাদা, হেরে গেলাম। গেম ওপেন হয়ে গেছে। ট্রাই ট্রাই, আই উইল ট্রাই। कॉइन नहीं। तातरी दैट देखी वेट। यस यस यस। गेम इज ओपन, गेम इज ओपन, गेम इज ओपन। गेम इज ओपन ब्रो। क्या क्या दे रहे हैं भाई? 50 कॉइन दे, 100 कॉइन दे रहा है। 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 भाई। 1,10,000 जीपी दे रहे हैं, ठीक है। एक सिलेक्शन काउंटर का शायद वही है, सिलेक्शन काउंटर का। क्या फेरन का क्या दे रहा है? फेरन का क्या दे रहा है? कॉइन सेल अवेलेबल। ओह, सच में? अबे भाई, क्या दे रहे हो भाई? बस इसकी स्टैट देखते, स्टैट। स्पीड कितना है? 80 स्पीड तो है भाई, स्पीड तो है भाई, एक्सलेशन भी है भाई। मालदीनी का स्पीड देखते हैं। मालदीनी का क्या दिया है? डिफेंसिव पुल बैक। ओके, इसके तो मैंने बीच में खिलाऊंगा, मिलेगा तो। इसका भी 80 और 73 भाई। थोड़ा एक्सलेशन ढीला है इसका। एंकरमैन। ओहो, पर हाइटेड कितना है इसका एंकरमैन का भाई? 183 बहुत कम है भाई, हाइटेड के हिसाब से। हाइट ही तो नहीं है, हाइट का है इसका। भाई प्राइम टाइम का काट दिया है, 2003 वाला। भाई शैडो हंट भाई नया आया है क्या? कुछ मतलब ज्यादा अच्छा ट्रैक में करेगा शैडो हंट पे? अच्छा, मतलब वो ऑटो टैकलिंग करता है ना, जो मालदीनी पहले करता था भाई मेरा वो 105 वाला डाटेड मालदीनी। वो बड़ा अभी बढ़िया करेगा भाई। डिफेंसिव के लिए लेके आया है भाई ये शैडो हैंड वाला। लॉन्ग टैकल। ओ हो। तीनों का है यार, एक एरियल एरियल फोटो है तो लॉन्ग टैकल है भाई। तो कुछ दीजिए, दुखबा दे रहे हैं। कुछ तो दिया है, दे दिया द्रोपा वाला। देखते पहले कुछ पैक में आया कि नहीं, देखते भाई। ना, नथिंग इन पैक ब्रो। भाई एक है भाई, बढ़िया कार्ड है। फॉक्स इन द बॉक्स। अरे यार स्टैट घटिया है भाई, बहुत ज्यादा। क्या बुलेट हेडर है क्या ये? यस, दिस इज फकिंग बुलेट हेडर। पीटीडब्ल्यू का क्या क्या है? पीटीडब्ल्यू चाहिए मेरे को एक। पीटीडब्ल्यू में जेरेमी डोकू, एडरसन, मार्कस रैशफोर्ड अच्छा है इसमें। स्टार्ट देखो भाई, प्रोलिफिक विंगर, 90 स्पीड, 80 एक्सप्लोरेशन। ठीक है, बस बस गेम प्ले ठीक कर दो भाई, स्मार्ट एसेस रिमूव कर दो, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए। उसके बाद सॉकेट मिल रहा है तो कंफर्म है। चलो भाई, पैक ओपनिंग करते हैं। चार चार स्पिन है। पहले क्या चाहिए मेरे को? सीवी चाहिए ना, सीवी हटा। नहीं, एलबी 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 एलबी। एलबी चाहिए भाई मेरे को, पहले ही जो मेरे को मालदीनी का स्पिन ही मारना है। कैन वी गेट मालदीनी ऑन फ्री स्पिन? भाई इतना कैनेवारो में कर रहा हूँ ना, कैनेवारो ना लग जाए भाई। भाई देखते भाई, स्टैट देखते, इन लोगों का स्टैट देखते हैं भाई। पहले भाई स्टैट देखते हैं। पहले स्टैट देखते हैं। क्या बूस्टर दिया इन लोगों ने? स्मार्ट पे कैसे पता चलेगा क्या दिया? क्या दिया क्या था? लैंग्वेज चेंज करके देखते हैं, 1 मिनट, क्या दिया है? Maldini OP in the chat, bro. Maldini always OP in the chat, भाई. Defending +3. Defending +3. इसको दूंगा डुवेलिंग। 8 क्यों नहीं, मैक्स क्यों नहीं है? मैं रिसेंटली मैनेजर देते कैपेलो का, कैपेलो देता। भाई मैक्स क्यों ना हो रहा? विजित शर्मा भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। क्या हाल चाल ब्रदर? इधर से कैसे करते हैं भाई? एक काम करते हैं, फोन से देखते हैं। इधर से ना हो रहा है भाई मेरे से। इधर से ना हो रहा है भाई, फोन से देखते हैं। गर्मी में तरबूज खाबो। का क्या भाई, फुटबॉल हब्बा। क्या है? फेडरिको डिमार्को। इसका आया नहीं अभी तक। लुका मॉड्रिच, निको पास। अच्छा भाई, तेरे को दिखा रहा हूँ, ठीक है? देख ले, ये तेरे लिए है। इतना ध्रुवत जाति सरकार। देख ले भाई, स्टैट देख ले। डेक्सिसिटी कम कर देगा। नहीं, डेक्सिसिटी कम करेगा तो कैसा ही होगा। बोला डुएलिंग +3 कुछ ऐसा ही देगा। इसका डुएलिंग दे दिया, मैं तो बोलता हूँ। व्हाट इज दिस फकिंग डी ब्रो? भाई हाइटेड भी है 187। मालदीनी का 106। मालदीनी जाएगा, मेरे को लगता है भाई मालदीनी 107 जाएगा। ये मैनेजर नया आया है क्या? स्पीड प्लस स्टेमिना, क्विक काउंटर प्लस आउट वाइट। मेरे को तो सिमोन इंजागी बेस्ट भाई। 97 स्पीड है भाई अगर सीबी में खेला होगा तो क्या ही खेलेगा भाई। पासिंग कम कर दो। बस डिफेंडिंग में बढ़ा दो ना, डिफेंडिंग कर दो भाई। डेक्सिटी क्या? ड्रिबलिंग कम कर दो। ड्रिबलिंग भी नहीं चाहिए। थोड़ा लेग कम कर दो भाई। 95 है ना, होता है भाई। क्या खेलेगा भाई? 107 जैसा खेलेगा भाई मालदीनी। ऑफ द बॉल क्यों देना इसको? ऑफ द बॉल ही नहीं देना, डिफेंडिंग देता है। बट डिफेंडिंग देते हैं ना भाई। स्टार्ट देखो भाई, इसका स्टार्ट देखो भाई। क्या ही चाहिए फिर? इसको मालदीनी मिले भाई, ये स्टार्ट दे दो भाई। ब्रो टाटा है, टाटा टाटा। स्टैमिना भी अच्छा है इसका। भाई डुएलिंग देखो तो 95 स्पीड होगा। क्या बढ़िया स्टार्ट है भाई इसके। भाई 108 बोला ना, 108 का होगा। जम 100। भाई क्या स्टार्ट है भाई इसके। भाई कैनिवर का स्टार्ट होता है ये बस। इसका एक ही दिक्कत है भाई, हाइट। हाइट का थोड़ा दिक्कत है और कुछ नहीं। इसका भाई हाइट की बस दिक्कत करता है। भाई कोलर बोलर के तो सामने बचता है ये। मेरे ओपोनेंट में बुलेट हेडर आ गया ना तो कंफर्म खा रहे हो तुम। भाई मालजीनी खिलाओ भाई, मालजीनी। पास पूरा कम कर दो, ड्रिबलिंग भी पूरा कम कर दो भाई। बस इसमें भी खिला सकते हो भाई, क्या क्या चाहिए तुम्हें? 97 स्पीड से खिलाओ भाई। 97 स्पीड से खिलाओ, तभी गान फाड़ देगा ये। 96 होता है कि मेरे वजह से, मेरे सिमोन इंजा की वजह से स्पीड बूस्ट होगा, और ये भी बूस्ट होगा तो 97 है। 92 स्पीड होगा। और कुछ खिलाओगे तो 95 ऐसे होगा भाई, और कुछ नहीं। मेरे को डबल बूस्टेड मैनेजर में सिमोन इंजा की बेस्ट ही लगता है भाई सबसे। भाई ये तो बेस्ट कार्ड लग रहा है मेरे को। इसके स्टार्ट देखते हैं भाई। इसका फिनोमिनल पास है। चलो भाई गेम में चलो। चल रहा था। फ्री में मालदे नहीं मिल रहा है भाई। फ्री में मालदी नहीं मिल जाए भाई। भाई जो जो देख रहे स्ट्रीम को लाइक जरूर कर देना भाई, फटाफट से लाइक करो भाई, फटाफट से लाइक करो स्ट्रीम को। भाई तुम लोग देख रहे हो भाई, लाइक नहीं कर रहे हो, फटाफट से लाइक करो भाई। 6 लाइक है भाई, लाइक करो, फटाफट से लाइक करो भाई। ओ 10 लाइक करवा दो भाई। कैन वी गेट मालदीनी ऑन फ्री, ऑन फ्री स्पिन में भाई? कैन वी गेट मालदीनी? लगता भाई लंड लगा है भाई, लंड। अबे भाई ड्रोग्बा मिल गया भाई, फ्री में ड्रोग्बा मिल गया। फ्री में ड्रोग्बा भाई, फ्री में ड्रोग्बा मिल गया भाई। भाई फ्री में ड्रोग्बा मिल गया है भाई, फ्री में ड्रोग्बा मिला भाई, नॉर्मल स्पिन से फ्री में ड्रोग्बा मिला। नॉर्मल स्पिन से ड्रोग्बा मिला भाई, बाल्दी नहीं लग जाता भाई, उस पैक से कुछ लग जाता भाई। मेरे को ये इसका स्टैंड घटिया भाई, अच्छा नहीं होता। उस पैक से लग जाता ना भाई। क्या कोनामी वालों, मैंने एलबी के लिए किया था, तुमने सीएफ दे दिया गांडू। Where is fucking Drogba bro? Boro। जो देख रहा है भाई लाइक जरूर कर देना स्ट्रीम को। ये कार्ड पर हेवी है बहुत। का क्या नया वाला द्रुग्बा 99, मतलब अच्छा खासा है इसका क्रेडिट। 105 जाएगा शायद। दिस इज फकिंग बुलेट हेडर। किकिंग पावर 90, फिजिकल कांटेक्ट 91। देखते मेरे पास द्रोग्बा कोई कार्ड नहीं था भाई, मिलेगा ठीक है। चलो भाई, पर मेरे को मालदीनी चाहिए था भाई बीच में खिलाने के लिए, इस जगह खिलाने के लिए। हाँ भाई 50 कॉइन के लिए चलते भाई। रिव्यू भी हो जाएगा, रिव्यू भी हो जाएगा इसका। अरे यार एक तो ये दे दिया भाई तुमने, अफ्रीका। अबे हैवी तो नहीं, आइवरी कोस्ट इसमें। साला आइवरी कोस्ट है भी नहीं इसमें, जो रिव्यू करूँ उसका। अच्छा कोस्टरिका है। बस स्पेन लेके खेलना पड़ेगा। वेर इसमें ना, स्पेन नहीं फ्रांस, वेर इसमें फ्रांस ब्रो। नहीं डेम्बेले कहाँ है भाई? डेम्बेले चाहिए भाई मेरे को। साला माइकी मैगन ई प्रॉम में है भाई, क्या खेलेगा वो? ये कोलो मोहनी है भाई, कैसा दिखता है भाई कोलो मोहनी? भाई रेसिस्ट बोलेंगे भाई, बोलेंगे कि रेसिस्ट हो रहा है भाई। जो जो देख रहा है भाई, मेक श्योर लाइक जरूर कर देना स्ट्रीम को। थोड़ी सी दारू मेरे अंदर आ गई। ब्राजीलियंस को बोल रहे। दो दो ऐसे से और आरबी नहीं है क्या? थोड़ी सी दारू मेरे अंदर आ गए। जो देख रहा है भाई लाइक जरूर कर देना स्ट्रीम को। फटाफट से लाइक करो भाई, उस स्ट्रीम को फटाफट से लाइक करो।
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon.
Vinicius Junior! Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe.
अरे हैबिट टच को देता है भाई।
Michael. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier
भाई
pass.
इसको बिट्स कलर मारना था।
Quickly regroup.
Vinicius Junior.
साली का ओपी है भाई।
Conte. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Doué. Now it's Cantona. He's picked his way through. And the shot.
भाई नीचे से मार लो ना, थोड़ा ऊपर से क्यों मारना है? तेरे तो नीचे से मरवाया था तेरे को। नीचे से भाई लो स्कीमर होता तो गोल हो जाता भाई।
Impressive jump. Now who's going to be first to this? Just eases him off the ball.
अच्छा नहीं है भाई इसका डबल टच।
Now they can spring out of defense. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely shaped ball, and that is expertly
साला
dealt with.
स्मार्ट एस इज गे.
Zico. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great ball if he can get there. Now this could be a chance. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
क्या कर रहे हो एम्बापे बाबू?
And it's Doué. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Can he get on the end of this?
भाई बहुत थूरा में, ठीक है?
Calmly anticipates.
तुम उसको थ्रू लेके कैसे नहीं निकाल सकते?
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
भाई क्या क्या भाई डबल टच फॉल्स क्यों दे रहे हो?
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar!
अबे तुझे को पता है ये गांडू का बच्चा गोल खाएगा.
And Brazil take the lead. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another
आज के
level
दिन
to
खेल लेगा
most of his
पास.
peers.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vinicius Junior has every reason to be disappointed
भाई
after
पूरा
being played in so
भाई
well.
पूरा अच्छा है भाई. इस फ्रांस का पूरा अच्छा है, बस गोलकीपर छोड़ के. गोलकीपर सबसे भाई पूरा की टीम फरारी, लैम्बोर्गिनी ये सब है भाई.
Stolo knocks it into space. Oh, crack. It's Ronaldinho!
भाई इसका गोलकीपर साला टाटा नैनो है भोसड़ी का.
Again in a
भाई
trace,
भाई
and
इतने से
they
गोल में
have
गोल खा जाता
scored.
है.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
भाई मार लेगा आज के दिन.
And the referee has signalled for
भाई
half-time.
मारता ही नहीं है भाई.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here.
Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Brazil are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
Neymar! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Neymar really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now, can they get him away? No, again, there's no way through. No, no way through. Now it's Doué. He is through here. So much time and space. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. France presented with a golden opportunity here.
दो नंबर जर्सी.
A big, deep breath.
Big deep breath. भाई ये बेंटो गांडू, इस बेंटो ने भाई अल नसर को ड्रॉ करवाया है. गांडू का बच्चा अगर हारा ना भाई, इस बेंटो के माँ की आंख भाई.
And that's one back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he.
इस बेंटो की माँ की आंख भाई, अगर ये हारा ना भाई अल नसर ये लीग.
Spot chosen, spot hit.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Looking for options for movement. Dembele tries to play it through.
Dembele, chalo
Perfectly
brother, you're the
measured
best
back.
player right now, bro.
He's got away.
ज़्यादा है बेटा.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and
Shoot
eventually
दिया.
things might change for you.
He's on it. Can he get away? It's Dembele!
भाई यार.
And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
ये साले डेम्बेले ऐसे भी क्या खेल रहा है? This is fucking creative playmaker, bro.
So we have movement on both benches. Great vision, and he welcomes it in. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Pass somewhat off target.
कैंटोना तेरी माँ की याद है.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
क्या क्या छूटा है भाई?
France perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.
इस माइकी माइगन की माँ की आग भाई. लास्ट को मिलेगा सिलेक्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. कितने लेगा दीजिए ड्रॉपा? चांस मिल गया मेरे को पहले में. दस ले लूं क्या? दे दिया ड्रॉपा. देखे देखे माइक मैं किसको खिलाऊं? मैं यार बहुत पूरा डाउन था ये बंदा.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And when these two meet, and the shot!
Goal France, bro.
And that's got him off to a flyer.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. He's picked his way through. Dembele!
भाई इस नॉर्मल कार्ड में कितना स्मूथ है भाई ये गांडू.
Yeah, he was well placed.
भाई
to deal
डेम्बेले
with
ही
that.
कार्ड में भी कितना स्मूथ है भाई.
France with the corner, there first. Well, there's the clearance. Spain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Sunset.
क्या सनसेट?
Sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cantona.
Spain genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Rodri. He has found a way through.
कहाँ खिलाया तूने भाई डेम्बेले bro?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Shoots!
Superb तीसरे दो है भाई.
Got himself an
France
absolute
Neymar bro. This is fucking France Neymar.
A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
And the finish!
भाई बंदा अच्छे सेव कर दिया मैंने गोलकीपर. साला माइकी मेगन से अच्छा खेल रहा है.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And now a sudden chance to
ये तो
counter.
एम्बापे निकल गया भाई.
Oh, a gilt-edged shot. Big chance! Yes!
ये तो एम्बापे निकल गया भाई.
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Thuram. Now Saliba. And the pass is intercepted. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. France are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. So straight into the second half.
ये डेम्बेले ये भी तो निकल गया.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Best bro. Where are you going?
France gloriously greedy. 3 up and looking for more. The message is clear. None shall pass. Pau Torres makes the interception. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Succumbs to the pressure. Jordi Alba. Rodri. Jordi Alba. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Sunset.
Sunset कौन है भाई अभी?
Spain truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Now it's Doué. Pau Torres. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. Howson. And it's Sunset. And that's going wide left. The ball swung in.
Well played and well...
Yamal!
I got 109 rated machines to spin. भाई बढ़िया लक है तुम्हारा भाई.
The final 5 minutes. Yamal. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Cantona.
अबे गलत भाई सामने खिलाना था.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
अभी तो मेरे को फ्री में द्वितीय द्रोग्बा मिल गया है भाई. I got Didier Drogba in free spin, bro. फिर से द्रोग्बा थोड़ी नहीं मिलेगा. क्या करूंगा फिर से द्रोग्बा लेके? मार ही देता हूँ. जो देख रहे हो भाई लाइक जरूर कर देना स्ट्रीम को, फटाफट से लाइक करो भाइयों, जल्दी जल्दी फटाफट से लाइक करो स्ट्रीम को। बस दीदी द्रोगबार रिव्यू करते हैं भाई, दीदी द्रोगबार रिव्यू करते हैं भाई।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Eto'o receives it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gullit calmly anticipates. Now it's Drogba. Pirlo does well
भाई
not
क्या
to be
की
outdone
क्या
there.
फिजिक का अटैक है जो तुम गिर ही
Vicious
जाते हो।
ball here. Floated through. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Drogba! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I
Fucking
don't think
smart
many
ass
people would have
receiver,
expected
bro.
him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And it's Gullit. Approaching the half-hour mark. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Gullit. Passes short and sharp. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Luis Suarez. Into the channel. Cruyff looking to receive it in space. Rummenigge! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And here's Seedorf. And this is Drogba. Turan. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there.
भाई ये
We've just
टीम
lacked
लेके
that
भी
telling breakthrough
लोगों को
moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think
स्मार्टेजेस
despite
यूज करना
the
पड़ता है
scoreline,
भाई।
Peter, there's only one team in it. They might
क्या ही
not have
बताऊं मैं
made
फिर।
the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's been cut out. Well played. Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
He's having a shot!
Ah,
If that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away. And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rummenigge. Now it's Luis Suarez. Chips it through. Can he finish? Goal!
भाई कैसे भाई
There's
निकल
the
रहा है
goal they've been
बहनचोद।
looking for. One
Smart as his
sweeping
fucking
move,
noob, bro.
executed with deadly efficiency.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And the shot! Yes!
Fucking
It's all
smart
becoming
assist,
so,
bro.
so easy. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that
तो
when the last
झांटू
one
कार्ड
went
है
in.
भाई।
Now it's Azar. Takes the shot!
कैंसिल भी तो
Hits
किया
off
था।
target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Now, can they get him away? Bullet. Looking to play him in. That's the keeper's ball. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as... And it's been given away. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Azar. Vitinha. Great vision. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
McAllister. Knocks it into space. Crosses it in.
Well, that has
Fucking
caused
smart
disappointment to
assist
some,
player. Everyone is fucking
unsurprisingly,
smart
and
assist player,
disgust to
bro.
others. What a waste.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Azar. And there's green grass ahead of him. Decent chance! Sensational from Eto!
भाई वो जब तक टैकल करने के लिए लगा है भाई वो नेटो निकल गया भाई. He's fucking too fast, bro.
Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's picked out the run. He's come in hard. Varane is there to clear. And it's Hullet. He's having a pop!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh,
Varane deals with that comfortably.
अरे नहीं 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 नहीं.
Bellingham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Seedorf. Now that looks a decent ball. That's put paid to the danger. That's a throw. Seedorf. Seedorf! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Hullet. And here's Shevchenko. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Shevchenko. Neymar. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Shot a goal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos scooting forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Roberto. Impressive jump.
By fucking smart assist players, bro.
That is a thrilling end to the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Madrid coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Madrid can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Nicely spread. In towards the back stick. Nesta getting this one clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
थ्यू हर्नांडेज आगे कैसे निकल रहा है तेरे से?
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Alexander-Arnold. Ball's out. It'll be a throw-in again. And here's Saka. Aimed at the far side. He's there and gets it away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Cleared without hesitation. Big chance, corner. Portugal have their second corner now. And this is Neymar. Toure can clear it away. And he's been shifted off it.
एरियल बॉल क्यों ना मिल रहा?
Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
तो निकल गया
But
फिर.
it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Well, it didn't look good for a
भाई
while.
ज़्यादा
That
बस टर्निंग
was
मारा
brave
रहा हो भाई.
defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Can he get it through? Now here's the delivery.
Oh, that's a crack.
Goes for a shot! And that's in!
Fucking smart
And
ऐसी
with the
चीज़.
match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Portugal restore parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
That's good defending, very good defending. And it's Vitinha.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Substitution in progress.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, easy pickings there.
There will be
That's
5
going to go a
minutes
long
added
way.
time.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a shade optimistic. Pull it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Back where it came from. And it's Stojkovic. Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance!
क्या है भाई ये?
And it's a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Seedorf. And Azar. Looking to play him in. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko!
भाई क्या शूट
We'll
क्या
simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Distributed tidily.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Stojkovic. Kaká purring through the gears. Eto'o, renowned for his long-range shooting. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has ended up in no man's land. Spread to the right. Bale. He has found the way through. Look at this. Kaká! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to...
That's the end of the first 45.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Stojkovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Wolverhampton with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's rising! Oh, it's hit the post! Lovely bit of skill. Oh, super. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
अबे कुछ भी
And
हो
it's
भाई उधर
Ono.
पास जा रहा है
Look,
छूट क्या
they've
है
had
क्या
their
भाई गेम
chance to
थोड़ा
regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Almost an hour gone. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos. Wolverhampton are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to
fucking
hit them
smart
hard on the
assist player
counter-attack,
bro
and
why
that seems to
fucking
be
all
the
smart
plan.
assist player
That's a good ball out wide. Bale. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's played it in low. Nesta gets it clear. In once more. Maldini clears it away. Oh, he's been caught. And the finish! He's having a hit! No, just not quite.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Nicely spread. That's an imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here. It's out for a goal kick. Seedorf. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Played out towards the right wing. Bale has it in a wide position. Otto tries across. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bale. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Carlos. Azar. Seedorf. Azar. Spread neatly. Hullet.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Azar. It's Azar! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good effort. And he hits the net.
without smart assist you guys got nothing bro just fucking noob
Time for one more twist. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
smart user assist fucking gay bro
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
He is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
And here's Beckham, and it's Beckham. Gullit wins the duel this time. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to... Oh, great chance! Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Hazard. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well measured. And this... Shevchenko. Oh, that's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these...
Eto! Oh,
वीडियो कॉल आगे उठाओ सही तो इग्नोर कर
Well,
दिया.
he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Now it's Hazard. Seedorf. Seedorf!
अरे भाई.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
30 minutes gone. And that's really well manoeuvred. Beckham. Now it's Shevchenko. And there's green grass ahead of him. Adams cuts it out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great vision.
भाई ये
And the shot!
दिसे भाई स्मार्ट एसिस यूजर भाई चूतिए.
And this is getting better
बहन खुद
and
का औकात
better.
नहीं साला यही यूज करके खेलते.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Hazard. And smartly reclaimed. Can he get on the end of this? Pull it. Seedorf.
There will be 1 minute added
Oh,
time.
played right into his path. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, he's been... And a shot! And he's stuck it away. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Hazard duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst... And that is all they have time for. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shevchenko. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Shevchenko. Well seen, saw that coming. And it's Yaya Toure. And he is... And Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Beckham goes short. And a chance! Oh, it's come loose. And here's Beckham. He's had a... Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. That is good alertness. Shevchenko!
भाई
Brilliant from
स्मार्ट
Shevchenko!
एसिस्ट प्लेयर ब्रो.
Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Maldini calmly anticipates. Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. Thuram. Yaya Toure. Now it's Eto'o. Hazard.
इसको छोड़ना होता है,
Sharp
किसको
pass.
छोड़ता है भाई.
Oh, super find. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
अरे पास खिला ले.
Robson. That's a little off target. And here's Shevchenko. Adams with the clearance. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Roberto Carlos. That is good progress on the left.
Oh, really well played.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Goes for a shot! Oh, and the referee says that that is it. Madrid were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Fabinho, is a real beacon in midfield. People see him, Peter, as just a destroyer, but that's a massive disservice to a player who's an excellent footballer. Yes, he'll pick your pocket, but he'll open up defences too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. David Villa. He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted
कुछ भी
superbly
unnecessary
there.
shot है भाई.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Del Piero plays it short, and he's being shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Cafu. Quick look, then plays it in. It's their second corner of the game. Bullish header! In he goes again. Maldini gets it clear. And it's Fabinho. He'll try from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's being urged to shoot. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Shevchenko. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Robertson. Half an hour played now. David Villa!
ए, उधर से क्या गोल खाते हो भाई तुम? छूट क्या साला?
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy.
Smart ऐसे सी उधर साला.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Villa demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away.
And Shevchenko! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. But that has not gone well.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Toure does really well to win the ball there. And it's Azar. Passing is crisp and Shevchenko! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And again, he is at his last. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Madrid currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Madrid really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pull it. Hazard. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Madrid still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Picked out David Villa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's made its way to him. David Villa. Shot, surely! They want to be quick to recover this.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Shevchenko. Number 8, Hullet. Number 9, Eto.
Cafu plays it in.
Coming on the field.
And he's cleared it back
Number
out.
18,
He's going for goal!
Number 22,
Lacking in accuracy.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh, this looks sharp. And the through ball. He's got away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Fabinho cuts out the pass. Played back to the goalkeeper. Distributed tidily.
Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Tries one from range.
अरे कुछ भी मारता है गोल हो जाता है चौकी में।
Utterly brilliant. A finish right from the top draw.
2 added minutes has been
Two
indicated.
up now, and they are cruising. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even...
And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
हेलो राजू भाई, क्या हाल चाल? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। फ्रेंडली खेलोगे? ना, अभी तो फ्रेंडली नहीं खेल। नेक्स्ट मैच
Well, what a
खेल
scene
लो,
we have
देखते हैं।
here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to centre-backs, Peter, we can't really ignore the impressive Sven Botman, who is a bit on the tall side, being 6'5". But, you know, having come through total football, sometimes you think that this guy is not really a defender because his passing game is so good. He can spray the ball anywhere from a central defensive position, and I'm sure we're going to see lots of that with what's to come.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well read, nice interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great vision.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Has a look and plays it forward. Diaz, nicely weighted ball. Thinks about the shot. Great chance!
अबे कुछ भी गोल होता है भाई।
Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
After 19 minutes is Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's
भाई
cleared it out of
fucking
harm's way.
smart, भाई everyone fucking smart as his player, bro. भाई without smart as his user nothing, bro.
Really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Diaz. So much time and space here. The Netherlands have reclaimed it. He's had a shot! And he's following up.
कुछ भी है
Well,
भाई।
good goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
The Netherlands are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well,
He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. The Netherlands with the corner, they're first. Danny Olmo with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Just eases him off the ball. And it's McAllister. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He's having a hit!
Smartest user, bro.
He has hit that
Fucking smartest
forcefully.
user.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Diaz. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
भाई तुम्हारे इकोनॉमी ये सब छूतिया की वजह से ना बहनचो तुम्हारे यूजर कम होते हैं.
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Madrid really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Pull it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Botman cuts out the pass. Chouameni. And it's Olmo. Oh, well measured. Picked out and the shot!
अब ये गोल ही नहीं है भाई. उधर से कौन स्मार्ट ऐसे कुछ भी गोल होता है भाई.
So easy. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
The Netherlands are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there.
क्या कर रहे हो भाई. दिमाग खराब है बहनचो.
Convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A case now of complete control.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nuno Mendes.
भाई क्या बकचोदी है ये.
Chouameni played out wide. That's gone for a throw-in. And it's McAllister. He'll try from distance. What a hit. The save was firm.
McAllister probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Dani Olmo goes short. No way through, so back it comes. Goes for a shot! Outstanding save to keep that out. Saliba. Nuno Mendes. Now Saliba. Wan-Bissaka. Now Saliba. Wan-Bissaka. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
वो ऊपर से तो भाई स्मार्ट है खेलता है भाई. ये चूतिया
Could be danger here. It's run loose here. And it's Chouameni. Seedorf.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Azar is offering some... And it's been given away. He's picked his way through... Azar! Saliba.
Has been indicated.
And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether...
And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Seedorf looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Gullit. Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's quick to return it. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Azar. Azar. Good running, strong, and it's Azar! And a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
হ্যালো
হুম
খেলবি পাবজি
না
কতক্ষণ এখন এ করবি ফুটবল
স্ট্রিম করে স্নান করতে হবে।
So we have had the first significant
রাত্রি হবে
moment.
নাকি পাবজি
It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
It's run loose here. And the
নতুন
two
ইভেন্ট
sides
এসছে নাকি ফুটবল
separated by the game's only
এ
breakthrough moment
নারুটোর
to
সাথে
this point.
কোলাপ
And the
হয়েছিল
score
আজকে
is
বৃহস্পতিবার
1-0.
আপডেট আছে
He's in one-on-one. Now, it's fallen
9th
kindly
অ্যানিভার্সারি
here.
আপডেট বলছিল কি একটা লেখা আছে
Oh,
হ্যাঁ
nearly,
হ্যাঁ
nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
ভাই স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস ইউজাররা কেন আসে কি জানি ভাই
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time.
आधे प्लेयर साला स्मार्ट एसिस यूज करता
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term.
है। भाई
He's no
मैच
good in
जीतते हो
holding
तो
on
भाई
to the
अदर के
ball just
स्मार्ट
for the
एसिस
sake
यूज
of it.
करता है ये साथ जो
The
नहीं
pass is intercepted. Gyökeres, never the sort to be shot shy.
भाई मोबाइल गेम में যদি ऐसे असिस्ट नहीं खेले
And it
তাহলে
looks
কি
as though it's
বলবো
going to stay that way for now. That's a little off target.
बात
Now it's Neymar.
ভাই আধে প্লেয়ার স্মার্ট এই সালাটাকে
Hazard,
রিমুভও করে না কেন
looking
কি জানি অপশনটাকে
understandably energised after his goal. Van der Ven defending his
বড্ড
corner
বিরক্ত জিনিস
stubbornly.
ভাই বল
Stood
তুলে
up
দেবে
very
করে
well
দেবে
to his man.
অটোমেটিক শট মারে পাকাতে ভাই
Oh, well measured. Tries a shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to...
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Madrid are heading into the break,
কালকে
very
বিরাট
happy
কোহলি
with how it's gone so far.
না আমি ক্রিকেট দেখি না।
And we are back underway. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make
आईपीएल
a
इज
change.
फिक्सिंग ब्रो आईपीएल में कोई मजा नहीं आईपीएल देखने में
He won't be happy with that one.
ये वर्ल्ड कप कब चालू होচ্ছে
Oh, good read.
That's great
Eight to
positioning.
Foremost.
So good from him.
Wriggles his way through. Mbappe.
हाय की अवस्था আর কি অবস্থা
And here's
কবি
Neymar.
ওয়াচ পার্টি করি ওয়াচ পার্টি
Excellent challenge there,
Yes.
uncompromising. Threads one in. He's in! Mosquito! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. He does it all with an air of efficiency, and that's it.
भाई बिना स्मार्ट एसिस यूजर तुम
That's
कुछ
where
नहीं
we
हो
have to
भाई
end it. From
मेरे
me,
सामने
Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you.
बस 70 के ऊपर परसेंटेज था विनिंग 1900 रेटिंग था बहनचोद कहाँ आ गया मैं भाई स्मार्ट एसिस यूजर के चक्कर में चूतिए भाई पर 90% स्मार्ट एसिस यूजर भरे पड़े हैं भाई हर एक बंदा आता है बॉल लॉक खेलता है हर एक बंदा आता है बॉल लॉक खेलता है कुछ भी मारता है बस भाई उन लोगों को शॉट बटन प्रेस करना होता है भाई एआई ऑटोमेटिक उसको गोल कर देता है अपने हिसाब से भी मार देता है स्टनिंग मारना है कि नॉर्मल शॉट मारना है कर्ल मारना है क्या वो नाचो भाई सैविज भाई पाटा सारा पाटा
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, Very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
हाँ डबल टच मारना था.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Such good...
And Hullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Eto. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And this is Figo. He's picked his way through. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Now it's Shevchenko. He's in a great position here. Eto! Sensational from Eto! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Batistuta. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Azar.
By Tony Adams.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Seedorf. No, that's been intercepted.
Madrid really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Seedorf. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
गलत पास भाई.
And he's cut it out. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Hazard. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Adams. Yaya Toure. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Madrid leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break.
1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Hazard. Coming on the field.
Down to business again.
Number 22.
Madrid can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Driven in. Impressive jump. And that's in. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this.
He's having a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Costa Curta clears without hesitation.
Madrid really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure, and come again.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! A finish right from the top draw! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Pull it. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good-looking ball. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 9. Ito. Number 8. Hullets.
Baresi getting this one clear.
Number 2. Mbappe. Number 11.
And this is Kreo. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Johan Cruyff.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Van Nistelrooy! Goal after wonderful goal! About as smooth as it gets. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one...
Mateus! Terrific from Mateus! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And the shot! Oh, brilliant save. This is a promising build-up. Madrid have reclaimed it. Mbappe. Big chance! Oh, and the referee says that is it. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
ये बाहर के बंदे उधर स्मार्ट एसेस खेलते हैं भाई, अच्छे खेलते हैं।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's away we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
It's Eto'o! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Looking for the run. Del Piero. Ah, such a clever touch. There's the shot! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Roberto Baggio! Baggio! Oh, my word, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that.
It's Azar! And that's a sharp
Hmm?
finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, super ball. Shot a goal. It's a goal. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Madrid with the lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of tension and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that's going to be a booking.
नहीं हो रहा है क्या? विदाउट स्मार्ट साइज नहीं हो रहा है क्या? नहीं, आज के लिए तो हो गया है। ठीक है। चलो भाई, आज के लिए इतना ही। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया स्ट्रीम पे आने के लिए, बहुत ज़्यादा ही शुक्रिया। फिर मिलते हैं एक और नया स्ट्रीम पे। बाय बाय, गुड डे गाइस।
हेलो। ओए मैं सोच रहा हूँ